amici di Metaldays, oggi siamo qui con gli Equilibrium. Can you say something to your Italian fans?
We're absolutely proud to be on the Metaldays, and we would love to be back in Italy soon because we always had a blast there. Lovely crowd. Yeah, it's always a pleasure, and especially at Metaldays there are coming people from all different countries, it seems to me, so it's really nice to meet also our Italian fans here.
Okay, so let's start. I was very happy to review Armageddon, your new album, and I found it a very unique album because it's different from the others. It's more serious and darker. What can you say about it? How did the ideas for it come together?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, the topics are a little bit more serious. Actually, we had these kind of things already in mind, but it didn't really felt that it would fit to our previous albums. So for Armageddon, it came out quite naturally to have all these themes, you know, these more darker themes like about nature, but also about humanity, and yeah, so one thing came to the other, so it's kind of a natural process. But it's something that we want to focus also more on the future. I mean, we have a lot of, you know, like party songs, drinking songs,
yeah.
But it's just one side of Equilibrium. We also have the more darker side, and Armageddon focuses more on this part.
Okay, and how did the media and the public receive it?
Well, as far as I got it, most of it really liked it. Of course, there are a lot of people who don't like it. Maybe they like more the first albums,
yeah.
What I can understand, of course, because they are quite different here. But all in all, I think people really like it.
Yeah, I really liked it. Okay, so and what about Born to be Epic and Pray? Why did you decide to use English for those songs?
This was kind of a natural process also, because usually we just write the songs and then you already have kind of lyrics in your mind, and I don't know, somehow it were English words instead of German words, so we tried it out to use English vocals, and it did fit somehow. And of course it's also good that people can understand it that don't speak German. So I mean, we will always have German lyrics, but sometimes we try to write English songs also.
Okay, and can you talk in details about the concept of the album?
Yes. Well, it's all in all, it's, you know, as the title is Armageddon. We're talking about Armageddon in different ways. About, of course, the planet gets destroyed by humanity, but also humanity is also destroying itself. So it's in a lot of, you know, colors of this topic. We have this. But it's not like a concept album. We also have, as you mentioned, Born to be Epic, which is kind of a ironic song, and we have also the song Helden, which is kind of homage to, you know, computer games. So it's still very, very mixed, but we have this more approach on the dark side, of course. Yeah.
Okay. And you recently had a lineup change. How is your collaboration with Maki going?
Pretty good. Maki was our former tour manager, so he was with the band for a couple of years already. What means every time when we had a show or still have a show, he will be there anyway.
Okay.
So it was the most obvious thing to do. He's a bass player. He played in Sweet Accra for almost 1 decade, I guess. And we're good friends, and he's still doing the tour management for us besides his job as bassist. And yeah, it works quite good.
Did the people and the way of doing music for you changed from that time and now, between that time?
I think in general that the scene has changed a little bit. In the very beginning, that folk and pagan metal scene was on its peak, you know, or got to its peak, and it was, I don't know. Nowadays I feel some kind of a decrease, but maybe it's just my opinion. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think also. I mean, when we had our first tour in 2008, tours, we had this Pagan Fest tour. It was really good, and it was fun to be part of it. But of course, everything comes and goes. Like, you know, we have these metal bands with pentagrams, you know, like Timo Borg and Cradle. But we, on our own, never really saw us as a true just saw ourselves as a metal band with different influences, and we still think of it like this way. Because I mean, actually, we just have one album that has these typical pagan lyrics, you know, these influences by German mythology and things. And so, yeah, I think we don't really see ourselves in just one genre.
Okay. Okay, so do you have any projects for the future yet? After the tour?
I think it's going to be a new album. That's the plan. After the album is before the next album. So yeah, touring. I think the typical stuff.
Okay. Are you already reading something, writing something?
Yeah, we're just about to start it actually.
Very well. Perfect. Okay, so I think that we are done. Can you say something directly there for our Metal Feet readers? It's perfect anyway.
Italian metalheads, we are Equilibrium, and we're damn looking forward to be in your lovely country very, very soon. See you next time. Cheers.